Hey everybody, it's Bree. I'm here with a short little informational update for you guys, girls, everybody in between. Um, I had my first mandatory support group meeting last night at the weight loss clinic. Um, I am terrified of speaking in front of people, so I was a little bit anxious about this because I was afraid it was going to be like one of those types of things you see in the movies where there's just like a circle of people and they all look really sullen and angry and mad that they're there, and the person always like forces them to talk. And I know it's totally ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. But I get super nervous when I think I have to say something in front of a stranger or a group of strangers, and so I was a little worried. Needless to say, it was pointless. So we drove almost 45 minutes to get there because that's about how far it is from my house to the clinic. My boyfriend came with me because he's super supportive like that. Love it. We just went in and signed in, and they make you, if you're pre-op, they make you fill out a verification form to say that yes, you showed up, because part of the program requirements is a monthly, you have to attend at least one support group every month between your initial consult and your surgery. So I'll probably have to go to at least 2, maybe 3, who knows. But I did my first one, and they make your first one you have to do in person, because they also have an online support group that you can go to for a small fee, but the first one you have to go to in person. So we went. It lasted an hour and a half. Their main psychologist, or psychiatrist, brain doctor that does all their psych evals for the program, was running it, and there were about 30 people there. Some post-op, a lot of pre-op, and then support people like my boyfriend. And so we, the way he did it was he came in, he's like, oh, raise your hand if you're pre-op, if this is your first time, if you're pre-op and this isn't your first time, if you're post-op, blah, blah, blah. And just so everybody could get an idea of like who's who in the room. And then, then he introduced himself and, all that jibber jab. And, then apparently the way he does his group meetings is that he comes with a topic to discuss that involves something to do with weight loss surgery, or things like transfer addiction, or things that can be improved by it and how that affects us. Anyway, so much to my delight, the topic of discussion at last night's meeting was sex. S-E-X, sex. And he basically talked about how sexual and erectile dysfunction can be resolved by weight loss surgery, and he quoted some studies and stuff, and then we kind of talked about like why sexual dysfunction is improved. People feel more confident, or they feel like they look better, or they feel like their partner thinks they look better, stuff like that. More blood flow to the areas. So that was kind of interesting and funny. People were pretty shy about talking about it though. And then he moved to the next portion, or next segment, where pre-op people were able to ask the post-op people questions about their surgeries, things they experienced, or stuff like that. so that was like the best part for me. The other best part for me was being in a room full of people who understand your headspace in regards to weight loss surgery. A lot of people don't get it, you know. They've never been morbidly obese, and you know, so it was just nice being around like-minded individuals who were experiencing the same things. They were going through the same processes, and you know, anyway, so that was great. It made me feel better about things, which was good. I actually really liked it, and I think I'm gonna keep going. Probably not every week. They have it every week, but probably not every week because that's a long drive for me. But I'm definitely gonna keep going after surgery, because I think it'll definitely help. And you know, I'm making this channel not just for my own diary and recording of what I'm going through, but to help people, to let them know what to expect. So if you haven't been to a support group meeting yet, I highly recommend it. It was actually super fun. They didn't make me talk. I actually talked voluntarily, and even though I started sweating and panicking and my heart started beating out of my chest right beforehand, I overcame that. And I asked a question about, you know, if any of the post-op peeps had like, I've heard lots of people saying that they have GERD or acid reflux after their surgery, and some of them still have it, and some of them they had it for a while and it went away, or they didn't have it before and now they do. So I asked about that, and every single person said, no, I used to take Prilosec every day and now I don't take it at all. So I guess it's just person to person still, but none of them said they ever had it, and never had any problems with it, I should say. It was interesting. Yeah, and so then after the Q&A session went on for a while, like we just got to talking, and next thing I know, it's been an hour and a half and it was time to go. So yeah, it was interesting, and I definitely want to keep going. I think after surgery, it'll definitely be a big benefit, a huge benefit, and will ultimately help in successfully losing the weight and keeping it off. And of course, I love helping others when I can. So that'll be fun. I'm still waiting for my appointment, 18 more days. I emailed my patient advocate to find out, you know, when I can attend the pre-op diet class, like if it has to be like right before my surgery, or if I can like kind of do it before and just have that in my head. Excuse me. And then, you know, I asked her about if she received all the test results and stuff from my other doctors. She said she did, and that I'm probably going to have more blood work done at my appointment on the 28th. So still looking forward to that, to see my dietitian and get my resting metabolic rate tested and talk to the exercise person and do everything else I need to do. As far as my weight loss is going, I'm down 4 pounds. I started at 269, and my lowest was 265 yesterday. But again, I forgot to take some sorry, my nose is itching. I forgot to take like some of my magnesium, and I got a little backed up in the rear. So this morning I had to gain like almost 2 pounds back, but I know it was just, you know, needing to flush the system. So taking care of that, and hopefully I will have a better weight update for you guys next time. I think I'll probably kind of come on here maybe in another week or so and talk about my food addiction and how I got to where I am now, and about, you know, choosing surgery to try and take care of it. Anyway, that's all I got for now, you guys. So I hope you have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.